lips warm and safe. "Gina want gentle?" "Oh!" I gasped when he hooked his fingers deep and dragged them in a curl along my front wall. "I want whatever you want, Kalak. Whatever you want, I just want you. It doesn't matter how." He locked his mouth over mine, shoved his tongue deep, and tasted me almost all the way down to my throat. Rough against the soft flesh on my neck, his calloused palms squeezed again. My breath grew hot and quick in my chest, just like the red heat that spilled up my thighs and wrapped around my legs, up my back, and over my tits. "Gina red," the giant groaned. "Why Gina so red? Does she like the way Kalak touch her?" All I could do was moan when he finally released my throat and let me breathe again. Long, slow, and deep, my voice dripped out of my mouth and hung in the air between us for long enough for him to slip another finger, the third, in my cunt. Each time he pumped his hand forward or back, I was so sloppy wet that I could feel my juice dripping down in between slick, naughty sounds. He moved his lips down the side of my face, and after he sucked my earlobe and breathed, "Kalak, keep Gina safe," he kissed the line of my jaw, my chin, and traced a warm line down my throat and between my breasts. "Please, Kalak," I cried out a little louder than I thought. "Please, I need you so bad. I hurt whenever you leave me. All I think about is you. All day long, every single night, just you." Driving his fingers in and stretching against my wall so hard that a burning ache spread from the muscles between my legs up my spine. Kalak made me scream again, pleasure at first, then pain, and then warmth filled my body. When I opened my eyes, he was watching my face. For a moment I lost myself, lost the world, as I stared into my giant beastman's bared soul. His lips made their way to my navel, where he kissed and then nibbled before shoving his fingers deeper, and then pulled them back along my front wall, lingering on that little spot that made me shiver. When Gina make that face, he paused and nibbled down my side, the whiskers running down the sides of his head tickling me when he got to my hips. "Gina make Kalak fill up with lust," I whispered. "Lust, Kalak. Say it in my ear. Whisper in my ear how I make you feel. Whisper what you want to do to my body, and then blow in my ear." For a second, he stayed quiet, the warmth of his breath slipping down my sides and leaving a little trail of goosebumps in its wake. "The way you touch me, Kalak, the way you kiss me, I never felt anything like this. Never felt anything like you." Slowly, so slowly that I felt every single wrinkle and crease, Kalak slipped those thick, hard fingers out of my pussy and drew a line in my juice up over my belly that quickly dried when a little draft of morning air caressed my skin. His tongue followed the drying sex all the way up until he licked over my chin and kissed me hard and deep. His tongue drove hard and almost forced me to arch my back and let another moan slip out between my full parted lips. My giant rolled so that his weight rested ever so slightly against me. As he did,